Hey guys, Mario Brown here. Welcome on this beautiful Saturday to this webinar. And first of all, let me ask real quick if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Please put yes in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. Keith, Marco, Victoria, Doug Cameron, my man, Anthony, Eve. Okay, there's a lot of yeses. I'm very happy to see that. So my mic is working. That's obviously always good news. Let's see. So I just got to share my screen here. Bear with me. That will be question number 2. Right now, can you see my screen? Please put yes in the chat box again. And I got to find my questions here. There you go. Yes, you can see my screen again. Cool. So I just have to make it full screen. And then we're good to go. Bear with me 1 second here. Here you go. And it should be full screen now. And then I think we are ready to rock and roll. Martin says yes. Jerry, Bob, I hope everyone is doing great. Brian right now is actually in a space center with his son the whole weekend, and they were not allowed to bring computers. He's only on Facebook using his phone, so he's having family time. I hope you guys saw the big announcement. And let me change this one here real quick. Yeah, you saw the big announcement, and if you didn't understand it fully in the email, let me just summarize it real quick. So basically, Brian and I got together. We thought, like, hey, how can we serve you best? And we understand that all of you guys are interested in SEO, local SEO, mobile, offline marketing, how to run a successful internet local marketing business. And that's what we are passionate about as well. And we realized that I taught everything that I can teach because my system is really simple. I use Craigslist, I use referrals, and I taught it multiple times, while Brian has an ever-growing offline business with mobile. He's adding social media, social search, and it's his real strengths. He's been doing it for more than 12 years now. He loves it. It's his passion. So that is his unique strength. So he's going to focus on that 80%, while I'm still going to be involved a little bit, okay, so that you guys don't miss me too much, right? You want to hear my German accent, I hope. But, I also learn new things that I can add, but it's his real strengths. So he's going to focus mainly on that. I'm going to focus 80% of my time, what my passion is, what I'm best at. And that is packaging the knowledge that Brian and I have and turning it into products, sharing our skills and knowledge, bonding with people, making sales online, and sharing our message with thousands and thousands of people. I've been doing it for the last 4 years. I taught it to a lot of people, including Brian. And, I got, if I can say so myself, I got really, really good at it. So the whole point here is we want to help you create another source of income using the local marketing strategies that you have and packaging them so that you can sell them and teach others. And that way you can give back to the community as well. So just wanted to make that clear. Let's see. Keith was saying, do you have a German accent? ? That's funny. Replays, questions about replays, absolutely. This is going to be recorded. Leanne is actually here on the webinar with me. She's recording it. And just a warning, sometimes for some reasons, I'm back now from Cancun. I'm back home. I lose internet for like 1 minute every day. It happens like once. So if it happens, Leanne's going to jump in and I'm just going to restart. But I don't think it's going to happen. Cancun was amazing. Guys, yep, Leanne is here. Cancun was great. I posted some pictures on Facebook. I sent some out with the email. But that's the whole big update. My focus is on teaching you how to take your knowledge and share it. Brian's focus is on teaching his offline business and teaching you exactly what he does and all the new things that he learns. And that way we can serve you better. You can create multiple sources of incomes, and we can leverage our strengths. And there's a lesson to be learned here. You all have unique abilities, unique strengths that come easy to you, and you want to find a way to leverage them, and everything else you want to outsource. Do what you do best and hire others to do the rest. That's really the way we do it right now. And okay, just check the questions here. But that's all looking good. So with that being said, please get rid of distractions. This is going to be about 60 to 90 minutes. I'm going to share with you. So when I say distractions, Facebook, email, phone, get rid of distractions. Take some notes. I'm teaching some of my best stuff. We took MBBA, which stands for, MBBA LLC, Mario Brown and Brian Anderson, within 12 months, guys, from zero to, I don't want to share any details because of the FTC, so I have to give you the disclaimer first, but let me put it that way. We were able to build a massive recurring income stream with this business, and we recently experienced some growing pains because we grew so fast that we couldn't handle support anymore, so we grew our team, and that's some of the stuff that we're going to teach you about on this webinar. Specifically, how to take your local marketing knowledge, or any knowledge that you have, really any knowledge, and crush it, sharing your stuff and teaching others while giving back. So most likely, if you're on this webinar, you are into local marketing, mobile, things like that. So that's where you should start if you're passionate about that stuff and teach that. But it could be for any, if you're a life coach, if whatever it is that you have some knowledge in, you want to package that and share it with people. And that's what I'm going to teach you. And we're going to talk about staff, how we grew and growing pains, and we're going to talk specifically about creating a sales funnel. This is really important when you want to create an online marketing empire. And you can apply it to any business, local marketing, any business. You have to understand what a sales funnel is and how to take your customer deeper in your sales funnel. Because now you create a sustainable business. That's what we're going to talk about. And earnings disclaimer here real quick, now with the FTC, we've got to make sure, because I'm going to share some numbers, we're going to share some case studies, and I want to make clear with you guys that whatever we share, this is not the typical result, okay? And you can read everything here on the screen. I'm going to leave it up for a moment. But the big thing is really results are not typical. I don't know how old you are or how driven you are or where you live. So I don't know your conditions. So everything I share with our numbers or case studies, we cannot promise at all that you will do the same. Actually, what I can promise you is that you will have zero results, because 97% of all internet marketers, local marketers, and I think it's a problem for human beings, are lazy, unfortunately. They're not driven and they don't take any action, so they have zero results. So that's what I can promise you, zero results if you don't take action. There's a top 3%, they take action, they crush it, and I challenge you to be one of the 3%. But anyway, with the disclaimer out of the way, when I share some numbers, it's not the typical result. So we got that off our shoulders. Great. Who's Mario Brown? There's a couple of new people here on this webinar because we had a big product launch recently, and when I recently sent out the survey, there were a lot of people saying, hey, who in the heck is Mario Brown or Brian Anderson? So a lot of new people. If you don't know me now, I'm going to cut this really short. I came to the States, now it's almost 5 years ago. 4 years ago, I learned about online marketing. I was born actually in Durham, North Carolina, grew up in Germany, though, all my life, never met my dad virtually. And my mother was, unfortunately, addicted to drugs and heavy drugs like heroin until I was, I think, 15 years old. So from the moment that I can remember, when I was a baby, till I was 15, I always had drugs around me. My mother always struggled. We had that. And it got so bad that they placed me in a foster home where they put children with troubled households, where the parents have, problems with drugs or abuse or alcohol and things like that. And I was there for 3 years. And back then I thought it was the worst thing that ever happened in my life. I thought it was the end of my life. But it turned out, now looking back, that it was the best thing that ever happened to me, and especially to my mother, because it forced her to get clean, to get me out of the foster home and to have me again living with her. She had to prove for more than a year that she was able to be clean and have a job and an apartment and all these things. So she managed to do that, and she got me back actually. And now, fortunately, she's clean. So after that period of my time, I studied a little bit. I went to school. I went to the army in Germany for 10 months, and then I actually moved to Ecuador because I got sick and tired of Germany. I wanted to experience things. I lived there for 7 months, met my now wife, then girlfriend. And from Ecuador, the cheapest ticket to the States was actually Miami. So I ended up at the Miami airport. I found a job in South Beach at the hotel, working night shifts, wasting my time watching movies. And at some point I said, you know what, I have to do something meaningful. I came to this country, to the U.S., to make something out of my life, to seek the American dream, even though it sounds cheesy, but I believe in it. And I opened my laptop and I said, how to make money online. And that's how I got started 4 years ago. And, now I will share in a moment, how things are going right now. But this right here is my mother. More than 15 years now, she has been clean. We have a much better relationship right now. This picture, I took it in Germany. She still has that, but she is doing much better, and I'm really, really proud of her. Here on the Lower left, I told you I never met my dad, but when I am 2 years ago at the first time at the Warrior Forum event, which was in Raleigh, and I told you I was born in Durham, I looked him up with one of these services that you can pay. They track, where people live. I found him, called him up. He was willing to meet me, and that day, actually, after 30 years here, when you see this picture, I met him. He's here on the right-hand side. Next to him, that's my aunt. Then next to me, that's my grandmother and my uncle. I found out that I have 4 sisters and a brother. So pretty amazing stuff happening in the last 4 years. These are my 2 daughters. They live in Germany right now. That's why every year in summer, I fly back to Germany to spend time with them. And of course, Skype, with the technology right now, I also have a way to stay in touch with them. And here you can see a couple of pictures where I'm in Ecuador, traveling. You see my girlfriend here, now wife. And you see me here horseback riding. That all the Ecuadorians, they made fun of me and they said that poor horse. But that's a little bit of my personal story, how I got started. Now you understand why I hustle every day, because I want to support my family, the family in Ecuador, my mother, and I have high goals. From a business standpoint, what happened in the last 3 to 4 years when I learned about internet marketing? Now, to be honest with you, the first 6 months, like everyone, I struggled. I got overwhelmed, and I didn't get any results. So that was a very painful period. I couldn't make, money really online, and I got, like I said, I bought everything, didn't get any results, and it sucked. Then something happened. Something switched. I went to a live event. I took massive action in the last 3 years, and now, as you can see here, a lot of these things I achieved with Brian Anderson. I have a best-selling book on Amazon, and we created a company called Royal Mobile, which is now Mobile BizBox, with more than now 600 members. I created multiple online products. We taught more than 13,000 marketers. Right now, Dan Kennedy Marketer of the Month here in South Florida. And, of course, we host together the Mobile Marketing Summit and the Local Marketing Summit, which are now turning into the biggest offline events in the United States and therefore worldwide. And we have multiple membership sites as well. Not telling you this to impress you, but to impress upon you. If I could do that coming to the United States with broken English, no family, no friends, little money, and my past, the way I grew up, and I can achieve that, then you can do the same if you take massive action. I really believe that. Here you can see my book on the lower left that I put on Amazon. And here you can see me, I had a couple of drinks with Frank Kern. And once you take action and you create info products, you get in touch with other people and you get to meet some of these, so-called gurus and things like that. So that's great things that happen. But obviously, there's better reasons why you want to jump into that. Now, let me just check the Q&As real quick. Want to see if I lost anyone here. No, everyone is still with me. Okay, so guys, you're still with me? Put yes in the chat box. We're going to jump right into the... Okay, cool. Doug Page just said he loves hearing my story. Thank you so much, Doug. It means a lot to me. It's my reason why. So, talking about you guys, taking your knowledge, whatever it is that you are passionate about or interested in, or specifically if it's mobile, social media, client lead generation, SEO, Google Places, guys, you've been following us for months and some of you for years. So I know for a fact if you bought our products, you have more knowledge than 90% of everyone out there. All you have to do is take that action step and actually implement and then teach others how to do it. And it all starts with the mindset, of course. I know some of you can't hear it anymore, the mindset stuff, guys. I'm huge believer into mindset. I can give you the best software, the best tools, the best training. If you don't have the right mindset and you come home and you just sit down on your couch and you turn on the TV, nothing, no tools, no training will help you ever to get any results. So it all starts with the mindset, period. It's the most important thing. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet, guys. Don't worry about it. Let me tell you first, one thing that is really bothering me right now, and all the sales letters out there, people make it sound easy. Okay, everyone is telling you that it's so easy to launch a product, that it's so easy to do offline marketing, Amazon marketing, affiliate marketing. You just push some buttons and money comes like magic out of the sky right into your PayPal account, right? That's how they make it sound. And you know why I know that? Because I also have to write sales letters, okay? I wrote sales letters before where I had to make it sound easy because that stuff sells, but I'm getting sick and tired of it because it is not the reality. It's not easy, guys. This is a wake-up call, okay? There is no easy button. There is no shortcut, nothing like that. You have to freaking work every day, take massive action every single day. There is no way around it. If you are not willing to do that, then this webinar might not be for you, and internet marketing might not be for you, and entrepreneurship might not be for you. You know, I don't want to offend anyone, but if you are not willing to work like a horse every day, all day in your free time, then, you know, I can't help you really. Look, right now there's people sleeping, hanging out, watching TV or football, or I don't know what it is, and I'm here working right now with you guys, and you are here listening to me, so that means you guys are committed. But it's not easy. Get that out of your mind, okay? Just want to clarify that. It's not easy. It's hard work. You have to have an extremely strong reason why. What do I mean with that? Now, here's the thing. You know, everyone wants to make $1 million, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is. You hear these numbers. But this is not a strong enough reason why, because it's not just the money in the bank. How does it help you if you have, you know, $200,000 in the bank and you don't do anything with it, right? Yes, it gives you some peace of mind. It's great. But it's just going to drive you for so long. What you really want, if you're honest, you know, is the stuff that the money can get you, the peace of mind, the lifestyle, paying off your debt, the house that you wanted, traveling, you know, whatever it is, a fancy car, it depends, helping your family, you know, helping your loved ones. Everyone has different reasons, but you have to ask yourself, why actually do I want to make all this money? Why? What's the strong reason why? Okay, why I'm into this. And if you don't have a passionate, strong reason why, guys, it's not going to happen. If it's just money, because you want to make a little bit more money, hey, I'll give you $5 and you have more money, right? You have to be specific with your goals, and it has to be a strong reason. Yes, you have to have financial goals. I have financial goals, but you have to attach your financial goals to personal things. Things that come from the heart, things that you're passionate about, and then you have that drive, okay? So step number 2, find your reason why. The way you do it is you sit down and you ask yourself, why do I want to make all this money? How is it going to help me, my family, my children, my loved ones, and so forth? If you don't have that, guys, it's going to be a real uphill battle. Step number 3, I think you must be passionate to last and be fun. What do I mean with that? You hear all these people saying, oh, man, you got to love what you do, you know, and you got to be passionate. And some people say, that's all BS. Once you make money, you don't have to be passionate about it. Here's how I see it, okay? That's just how I see it, guys. If you're not passionate about it, at some point it's not going to be fun anymore. And secondly, you might not last, or your business might not last. And what do I mean with that? Let me explain real quick. If let's say, you know, I live in Fort Lauderdale and you come to Fort Lauderdale and we both decide we go after, let's say, I don't know, sushi restaurants, okay? And we offer them SMS marketing. I'm just making this up right now. Sushi restaurants, SMS marketing. And I'm totally passionate about it because I love sushi, I love sushi restaurants, I love business, and I love SMS because I know it helps them and I'm passionate. And you're just in it to make some money. I'm going to crush you all day. Why? Because I'm passionate. I wake up in the morning. That's what I want to do. I work hard, and I'm going to out-hustle, and I'm going to outwork you. And it's the same if I compete. If I want to do a live event about, you know, mobile marketing, and let's say there's other people who do events about mobile marketing. If I'm just want to make some money, and the other guy's absolutely driven and passionate about it, he's going to outlast me, and he's going to crush me. Why? Because he has that drive, okay? It comes to him easily. So that's why I personally believe that you have to be passionate. There's always someone out there who's working harder than you, who's working longer than you, and who's more consistent. And there's always some people out there who work harder than myself. So that's why I have to pick something that comes easy to me, that's my strengths, that I'm passionate about, and that way I can keep going and going and out-hustle them. That's how I see it, guys, okay? So that's my mindset. Of course, you have to think about your circle of friends. Your family is crucial. And what I mean by that is I heard that saying in the States. You got to let me know if you know that, but I heard that, I think it's funny, it says if you hang around a trash can for too long, you're going to start to stink. So what that means is if you hang around with people who are lazy, they're not driven, they don't want to change, they're in the comfort zone, then you have to get rid of them because they're going to pull you down, guys. They are going to pull you down. And often it's your family and close friends. And that's not because they don't love you. The thing is, they do not want to change, and they don't want to see you change. They want to stick with the status quo. They want to keep things the way they are. Maybe you experienced something like that. Maybe you went to a live event or you bought a training. You got inspired. You want to change things, and your family and friends say, hey, what's wrong with you? Well, you know, I don't think this is going to work. Let's just have some beers. Let's just watch football. Let's just do this and that. If you experience it, you have to separate yourself from these people. Not all the time. I mean, you cannot like get rid of your spouse like that, but you have to have certain focused hours every day where you dedicate to growing your business and improving your life. So limit access to people who are not as driven as you are, and instead surround yourself with people that are success driven and that want to grow. And we're almost wrapping this up here, okay? But this stuff comes from the heart, guys. These are the little things that I do that change my life. You have to have goals and a vision. Now everyone is talking about goal setting. I'm not going to get into that, but you have to know how much money you want to make, who you want to help, what your goal is. How big do you want to grow your business? What's your revenue numbers per month, per year, 6 months from now, in 5 years from now? How do you want to have your life look like? Your perfect day. You have to sit down, take the time, okay? Please, please, please do it. It will change your life. Here's the biggest one, I think, or the second biggest one. It's coaching and accountability. If you cannot afford a coach, that's okay. Get an accountability partner. It's critical. Just someone that you can talk to in the morning for 5 minutes and in the evening for 5 minutes. Just tell them in the morning what it is, top 3 tasks that you want to get done today. And at 4, 5, 6 p.m., have them have a call with you for 5 minutes and just report to them. It makes the biggest difference, guys. If you know subconsciously that someone is going to hold you accountable and call you, you don't want to look like a fool. So you're going to get the job done. What happens often, which is funny, and you know that when I do it with my accountability partner, which is Costas, and I tell him in the morning, like, at 9, the 3 things that I want to do, and we have another call at 3. Often at 2 p.m., I start implementing, but you know what? I always get it done. That's just like a bad habit that we all have, right? We do it last minute. But anyway, I get it done because I know he's going to call me. So get an accountability partner. This can be absolutely free. Find someone on the Warrior Forum, one of the Facebook groups. It could be someone of your friends, in your family, anybody. If you have the money, invest in coaching, and obviously have someone hold you accountable who knows what they're talking about, who've been there, done that, and still doing that. If you don't have the money, just find someone for free. And then the last thing, to wrap it up, take massive imperfect action. What do I mean by that? If you look at my first products, my WSO, my live events, my software business, nothing that I do is perfect. Even if you look at my website right now, nothing is perfect. But you know what? I take action, I put it out there, I get results, and then I improve it. That's how I've built my business. That's how I went from 0 to now a high monthly income by taking imperfect action. I have an idea, I learn about something, I implement it, I get some results, I put it out there. Okay, good is good enough. And then I adapt it. I listen to customer feedback and I make it better and better and better. But if you wait to be ready, if you wait for the perfect day, the perfect product, the perfect whatever it is, it's never going to happen. Okay, there is no perfect. You have to jump and then grow your wings on the fly, so to speak. Okay, so take massive imperfect action, get results, and then adjust. So that was the sessional mindset. I hope you got some inspiration, because if you don't have the right mindset, nothing's going to happen. And John just said, skip mindset. Nope, I cannot skip the mindset, guys. Let's see. Any thoughts on accountability partners? All right, I covered the Q&A at the end. And right now that we wrapped up the mindset, we're going to jump into actually systems and sales funnel. Now, please take your notes, okay, because this is highly critical. If you want to take your knowledge and sell it to people, and this can be applied to anything, local marketing, whatever it is, but specifically for online marketing, you have to understand what a sales funnel is and how to take your customer deep, okay, how to increase the customer value, the customer lifetime value. Now, this right here is a sales funnel, okay? And there's different types of sales funnels. There's lead gen sales funnels. There's different ideas of it. But I'm talking right now about creating an online marketing empire, and you can apply this to any business. Now, the way this works, and I wish someone would have taught me that when I started with internet marketing and local marketing, because I would now be already a multimillionaire if I would have known this stuff, okay, years ago when I got started. I always knew what a sales funnel is, or I heard about it, but I never implemented it. There's a huge difference, guys, between common knowledge and what people actually do and apply. Now, talking about systems, talking about creating an internet marketing empire, this is what you have to pay attention to. And let me grab the pen here to make this clear. Hold on, just gonna select the pen here. So it all starts, as you can see, it looks like a pyramid, and it starts here basically with the traffic. Okay, assuming that you have your product. And the idea of a sales funnel is that you take your customers, your prospects, down and you take them deep. Okay, that's why we have that arrow here. All right, you take them down your sales funnel, and the products, they get more expensive. Now, it all starts with traffic. And I'm going to show you here a generic sales funnel, and then I'm going to show you how we in MBBA LLC actually have our sales funnel set up so you can copy it. So you have traffic. This could be SEO, pay-per-click, whatever it is. If you offline, it could be Craigslist, whatever it is. Then what you want to have, and this is applicable for any business, you want to, and we are here right now, you want to have a low-end or a free offer where you give massive value. That's why here it says $0 to $10, okay? Now, when you think about an internet marketing business, this would be a free report on your website. If you want to create WSOs on the Warrior Forum, it would be a low-ticket Warrior Forum. If you have a blog, if you have a newsletter, it would be something where you give massive value for either free or where you charge a very, very low entry point. And the whole idea here is lead generation. Okay, here you generate the traffic, but then you want to convert them into customers and, if possible, buyers. Okay, and that happens here. And the reason why this is so low priced is that it's a low barrier. So, right now with the economy, you don't want to price your first product at $500 because a lot of people can't afford it. You want to build an asset. A real asset is a list of customers, a database. And again, this is applicable for any business. So it starts here with the traffic, and here's where your funnel starts. This is why this is the broadest one, okay? Here's where you want to get a massive amount of customers. Now, the next step is right here. Is you want to have a mid-tier product. Okay, this could be, when we talk about info marketing, $27 to $197, okay? $27 to $200. Now you're going to start making some money actually. And now the whole idea of the sales funnel is, here you get them, you give massive value on the first level here, and they get to know, like, and trust you. Then you take it a step deeper, and here you have a mid-tier, $27 to $200. All right, now you have a little bit of trust already. They consumed your product, you gave them massive value, and now you give them basically continuing education, but your prices go up, which is your level 2. Now, depending on how you want to structure your sales funnel, you can either have a membership site here or already a high-end back-end offer. In this case, we're going to stick with the membership side. Okay, now we're talking about creating a real business, because now you're building recurring income. So when you sell mobile, when you sell SEO, whatever it is, you must build your business on recurring income. Not just for peace of mind, knowing that every month the money is going to come in. Also, one day if you want to sell your business, and this is applicable for any business, you must have recurring income. You cannot sell a business where you only have one-time transactions. You can sell it, but you don't get a lot of money. If you have a recurring business, you can sell it for a lot of money down the road. Either way, here now you want to hit them with the membership side, and potentially it should be a free trial or a $1 trial. No one likes to sign up for something recurring, right? I don't like it in the gym. I'm a member of many recurring membership sites, but I don't necessarily like it, right? I mean, who likes to pay monthly? So you want to make it easy again for them to check your content out. So this could be right here a $1 trial or a free trial for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's up to you. So you took them just a little bit deeper in your sales funnel right now, building a real sustainable business. And then you have a high-end back-end offer, okay? Now we're right here in the $300 to $2,000 level. And again, I'm talking right here, right now about the info marketing business, but this is applicable for anything. So high-end back-end offer, $297, $497, $997, or $2,000. That's usually the price range. Often this could be a home study course. Once you go more than $1,000, you might want to have a home study course if it's info marketing, which just means DVDs, could be audio, could be CDs, something that you send to them. Why? Because it's higher perceived value. Okay, a PDF right now in the internet marketing industry doesn't have a lot of value anymore, right? If you want to rock it, you want to add some videos. If you want to take it to the next level, you want to add webinars. It's higher perceived value. If you really want to step it up because no one is doing it because it's extra work, you want to have a home study course on DVDs. It's higher perceived value. All right, so think about that. So right now we just took them here, again, deeper in our sales funnel. And we're building more and more trust because the more they invest with us, the better the training gets, the more access to our personal time they get, and the better strategies we teach them. Then the next step in our sales funnel right here would be live events. And not everyone likes to do live events, so you could replace it with anything. I'm just talking about our business model right here. So you can do some live events. Why do you want to do live events? You can charge $500 to $5,000. Some people charge $10,000, $15,000 for a live event. Also, positioning and branding. If you do live events, most people don't want to do them because they're a lot of work. But if you do it, you get a very, very unique positioning and branding in your market space. Because the goal, guys, as always, is to be unique and to be different. Okay? Because if you are different, you stand out. And that's how you get attention, and that's how how you get attention, how people notice you. So if you do live events and no one else does it in your marketplace, you can charge a lot on the live event or at the live event if you want to. If that's your business model, you can sell high-end products, coaching, mastermind, and things like that. And it positions you as the ultimate authority in your market space. And then the next level, taking it deep, it would be a high-end mastermind. So this could be, structured in different ways. And all of these guys, I could do a 1-hour training on each of these. But, just to explain high-end mastermind, this could be something in person where people actually fly in to see you, or you arrange something in Vegas or whatever it is, and people come in, and it could be local. Again, this is applicable to anything. You have some offline clients, guess what? Let's say you work with lawyers. You can have a mastermind with different lawyers from different strengths in different industries, or they basically focus on different cases, so bankruptcy lawyer, personal injury lawyer, and so forth, and you can create a mastermind, a paid mastermind, where they can mastermind with each other and you're hosting it. Now in info marketing, it could be a webinar where you meet once per week, once per month. It could be a Skype group, it could be on the phone, teleconference, it could be in person. There's so many ways, and they have a very high perceived value, high-end masterminds, because now people get more of your personal time. And the more personal time that you give people access to, the more you should be charging. And then here, if you want to take it to the next level, the end of this sales funnel would be a high-end one-on-one coaching program. For example, $40,000. Frank Kern, for example, charges $100,000 for his personal one-on-one training. There's 40,000, 15,000, 10,000. It depends how confident you are and how valuable your content is. Now, as you can see, this right here is where it starts. This is where people get introduced to you and your products, okay? And this is where you drive the traffic. Then you give them high, massive value at this entry barrier here, at the low entry barrier. Then you funnel them into your funnel deeper and deeper, membership side, high-end, back-end, live event, mastermind, and then here, one-on-one coaching. Now we're talking about running a real business. And here's the trap. When I got started, I got trapped right here. Let me show you. This area right here, this is where I got trapped for almost 2 years. And that's true for local marketing and for my internet marketing career. Because what happened is there's people right now, internet marketers, just with this one here, just with this one, they make $10,000 to $20,000 per month. And all they do is one launch after another. They launch and launch and launch and launch. Every 2 weeks they come out with a new launch. They dream something up. But because they have a customer base, they make a lot of money that way, up to $20,000 per month. So I got trapped in here. I did that over and over again, not understanding the power of a sales funnel. Then at some point I decided, you know what, enough is enough. I don't want to make $20,000 a month. I want to make millions eventually, right? I have to build a real business based on systems. And this becomes a system once you automate it. Long story short, I changed my approach and I said, I'm going to go as deep as I can in my business. So I created a mid-tier offer. I created multiple membership sites. I created high-end offers. I created live events. I created a mastermind group and a high-end coaching. And just like this, our business grew exponentially. This is how you build a real information marketing business or any business. Now here, if you look at this arrow, more access to you, what I mean here is the deeper someone goes in your funnel, the more access you give them to your personal time. Trust me, once you guys are rocking and rolling and you have some projects going on, you don't have time to mess around. So your time is getting very, very valuable. And I mean that. So you got to be careful how you manage your time. So the deeper someone goes in your sales funnel, the more access to your personal time they get. That's just how it works. At the same time, the deeper they go, the more trust they have in you, the more trust you build with them, and the more they get committed. Because the higher the pricing is, the more they commit, of course. The more they like you, trust you, and the more they commit money, time, and effort. So now you're building a customer for life. Talking about, the value of a customer for life. Because now when you have the sales funnel here in place, this is a real business. This is how you build an online marketing empire. If someone would have taught me this, again, 3 years ago, I would already be a multi-millionaire. Because for 2 years, I completely missed that, and I got trapped in here, unfortunately. So if you're listening right now, in any business, especially if you want to share your message with the world, you have to have a sales funnel. Now, this right here is actually a model of our sales funnel. Now, I couldn't squeeze everything that we have going on into here, but I just want to show you how that looks in the real life. And then I'm going to, see if there are some questions that I can cover here. But so basically, MBBA stands for Mario Brown and Brian Anderson. And it all starts again here with the traffic, right? We talked about that. So here with traffic. Now, in our case, we have WSOs to drive traffic, okay? We do now once per quarter. So, when I was like in the heydays, I would do like 2 or 3 per month when I got trapped. And a lot of internet marketers still do that, and unfortunately, they don't see the big picture. But we still use WSOs for lead gen, but just once per quarter. SEO, now with Mobile BizBox, we're starting an SEO campaign for our different projects, okay? Social media, of course. A powerful way to get traffic is joint venture traffic. So building relationships with other internet marketers, or if it's in your local area, whatever your business is, building relationships and having them endorse you. Having them endorse your products to their customer base. It's the fastest way to get traffic. Pay-per-click, banner ads, Facebook traffic, whatever it is that you want to do, it has to start here with lead generation and traffic, okay? So these are just the areas that we focus on. It starts with a $7 report. Often we charge $10, and the price increases usually, or a free report. What we have right now is a free trial for some of our products. And the last WSO that we did was Mobile Apps Takeover, and that was lead generation. Because right here, we have Mobile BizBox. And we want to grow Mobile BizBox because we believe it's the best mobile solution for internet marketers right now, by far. So we want to grow it, and we want to make it the only mobile all-in-one solution out there, and the best one, right? So we have to, like every business, we need leads though, right? Every business needs new customers and new leads. So we said, here to open our sales funnel, we're going to do a WSO. We're going to give away all the commission to the affiliates so they are encouraged to promote us, and we're going to launch Mobile Apps Takeover. Why did we launch product of mobile apps? Of course, because it's congruent with our funnel here where we have mobile products, right? So it makes sense to keep it congruent. Now, this is the entrance point to our funnel, SEO, WSO, and now we're starting also a pay-per-click campaign, but you can only do so many things at a time. So as we move forward with our pay-per-click and what we learn, we're going to teach you about that as well. Then you can step it up, $27 report to $197. Once in a while, on webinars specifically, we launch products for $197. Then we step it up to a $500 product. So as you can see, we take our customers deeper and deeper in our funnel. They commit more, but at the same time, we're building more trust because they get exposed more to us. And they also get more access because on a webinar, of course, you get more access to someone than on a PDF that you just download to your computer. So Mobile Marketing XD was one of our products that made us a lot of money in September. That was our mid-tier or high-end product, okay, at $500. Right now, we don't have a product yet at $1,000. So the next one that we have here is a $1 trial to Offline Renegades. And right now, it's closed, but often we have like a $1 trial to make it easy for people to check it out. And then our big project right now for recurring is, of course, Mobile BizBox here. And we have a 30-day free trial, which right now also is closed. But that's just because we first needed to launch it internally. We wanted to give our customers the best deal. And now as we are working on the corporate branding, we're actually stepping it up. We're working on the final website. And then we're going to have at a higher price and a trial out there for people as well. Long story short, it is our memberships here, our recurring income. This is how you build a real business. Okay, this one is based on information marketing, and this one here is based on software. Okay, taking people deeper in our funnel. Then the next step here would be a $1,000 to $2,000 product. This one right here, we don't have it yet. Okay, so we're working on that. Actually, guess what? This webinar that I'm doing right now with you, if you want to go deeper with this, I'm going to give in the next 60 to 90 minutes, I'm going to give you as much content as I can, but I can only teach so much in 60 minutes. If you want to go deeper and learn everything in detail, I'm going to give you an opportunity at the end of this webinar. And this training that I'm going to create at the end of the webinar, if you are on board, is going to be this course right here. Okay, so I want to teach you exactly what we do. So this training that we're going to have here is going to be our $997 home study course, because it's like an online marketing MBA. We're going to teach how to build an online marketing empire. So it fulfills this need here that we don't have yet. Okay, then next here, mastermind groups. So we have some in-person mastermind groups. I have a local mastermind group here that I run. And at live events, sometimes we sell a mastermind, okay? So we have that in place, taking people deeper again. And a mastermind, of course, they get one-on-one access to us. It's a group of 5 to 10 people, but they meet us face-to-face usually on a webinar. So it's one-on-one access. Okay, staying congruent here with people getting more access. The next step is live events. Of course, we have the local marketing summit, and we have the mobile marketing summit now in January. And I'm going to have some live events also about online marketing. That way, you can charge for live event, it depends, $197, $500, $1,000, depending on how much value you give and how confident you are in your selling skills. But the whole point is it positions you unique here. Like Local Marketing Summit right now is the biggest local event. The mobile summit that we're going to do is going to position ourselves as the mobile experts in the mobile marketing marketplace. My event on online marketing is going to position myself as one of the top authorities on that topic, because I'm willing to do the extra work and set up a live event. Now, when I do these events, if it is my business model, I could sell high-end coaching, or I could sell more masterminds, if that's my business model, okay? So that will take me to the next step here, which is a high-end coaching program. We right now have a high-end coaching program at $15K, okay? It's our platinum coaching members, and one at $40K. And the most popular one is this one here at $15K. So at the last event in Vegas, for example, we took our platinum group to Zappos. We had a half a day tour at Zappos. We took them for dinner. We had a full day mastermind with them, and it's a $15K program. So this right now is the deepest level of our sales funnel, and this is how you create literally a online marketing, information marketing empire or business. Now we're talking about a real sustainable business. Again, most people get trapped here. What you have to do is you have to take them deep. And it's the same with your local marketing business, guys. Think about it. If you do lead gen, if you talk to prospects, you want to give them a brochure or something, a report where you build some trust with them, maybe a book that you created. Then you want to introduce them to one of your services. Could be mobile, could be whatever it is. And then you want to upsell them and back and sell them into social media and Facebook and mobile and apps and SEO and all that stuff, video marketing. And now you're creating a real business because you have a funnel. It starts with lead gen, then you have, the prospecting, you have your low-end entry, you have your first product, then you have all the back-end sales, cross-sales, and then you can sell them actually one-on-one consultations, and you charge them per month. Now you have a real business that at some point in the future, if you don't want it anymore, you can sell it for a lot of money. Now, is there any questions so far about the sales funnel? Guys, this is important stuff. That's why I'm spending so much time on that. And this is a system once you automate it. The big goal, once you have this set up, and it's not easy, guys. I told you, this is not easy. It took me, let's see, how long have we been working on MBBA? It's almost 1.5 years now. Setting this up, I never said it's easy, guys, setting up a sales funnel, but you have to start with the first step, and the first step is this right here. This is where you have to start, and then you work your way down. then you create this one and this one. Okay, creating Mobile BizBox was not easy. Creating Offline Renegades wasn't easy. Doing live events is not easy, but you have to do the work, and that's how you step it up and you build that empire. Let's see if there's any question. Hold on 1 second here. So some basic questions real quick. What is a WSO? It just means Warrior Special Offer. So at the Warrior Forum, they have their own marketplace. So you can sell products there if you wish. It's one fast way to sell information products, like about mobile, offline marketing, internet marketing, building a list, and all these things. JVs means joint venture partners. So we also have a lot of newbies on this call, which is great. So JVs means joint venture partners, people who can promote your products to their list, to their database of customers. Jeff Stark just said, hey, Mario, I love your presentation. Thank you so much, Jeff. Let's see, Barbara is asking me if this funnel would also work for offline marketing. Absolutely. How do you come up with product ideas? Okay, I'm going to cover all that stuff in the end, okay? But this funnel here absolutely will work for offline marketing. Guys, the whole point here is I'm making this training for local marketers. You are interested in local. I know that. That's why you're following myself and Brian. But you can add another source of income if you start taking your knowledge and wrapping it into products. And this sales funnel here can be applied to any business, but it works amazingly well with information marketing. You taking your knowledge, putting it into a product and selling it. And I'm going to show you very soon a couple of examples, people that you guys know who've done that step in the last 60 months, and I'm going to show you their results. It's mind-blowing. And it's people like you and me. So this is a sales funnel. This is the generic one. This is our business actually right here. I hope you took notes, guys, because this is the huge difference between people making 1,000 per month or 10, 20, 30, 50, 60,000 per month. Building a real business based on systems. Now, my business model, since I got started, and I didn't come up with it, it came to me naturally, is this. I learn and study something, okay, then I take massive imperfect action I implement, and then I take what I learned and I teach and sell it. And I can prove that I did that ever since I got started with internet marketing. Now, to be an expert, all you have to do, guys, the best thing to be an expert is if you do it. It's the best way. If you implement, you take massive action. But if you want to be an expert in general on a topic, all you have to do is get the best 4 books or training courses on that topic. That's all you have to do. When I got started with mobile marketing, I went to Amazon, I looked for the top 4 books, and I read them. I looked on the Warrior Forum for the best 4 products about mobile, and I read them. That's how I started learning about mobile marketing. Then the next step, of course, is you want to implement it, get some results, and then you can teach it. Now, in my life, if you look here at the bottom, if you think about, I started teaching, for example, how to make money with WSO. So I bought 4 products on that topic. I learned it. I did a WSO. I had some success, and then I was teaching others how to do it, bringing me thousands and thousands of dollars. How to create an offline business, guys. I remember the first product I bought, I think, was from Maria Godelis. Actually, was some kind of mind map. I bought 3 more products about how to start an offline business. I then took massive imperfect action. I did some ads on Craigslist. I contacted people. It wasn't perfect. My English wasn't good. My grammar wasn't good, but I took imperfect action. That's the secret, imperfect action. And guess what? I found my first client. Then I created a product about how I found my first client. It made me thousands of dollars just teaching what I learned. How to sell on webinars. I bought training on how to do it. I did a webinar. I had some success, and now I'm teaching people how to do it. How to present on stage. Now I'm speaking a lot. I'm getting invited to speak at local marketing conferences, internet marketing conferences, and here in my local area. So I bought training on how to present from stage. And now I can teach people how to do it. How to run live events. That was a tricky one. I had to pay a lot of money for coaching, but I mastered it, and now I do live events, and I can teach others, importantly, how to make money running live events. How to do SEO, how to influence people, how to sell stuff, how to market your business. Guys, all I do is I get the best training, I take massive imperfect action, I get some results, and then what I do is I package it into a product, and I teach it and sell it. And here's the cool thing. If you teach and sell, you give back to the community, you share something that got you results, that made you money, and you helping someone else to make money too. The more people you help in the States to make money, the more people are going to pay more taxes, so that way the government has more money, okay? So I liked it when Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, said like, hey, you want to help the USA? Guess what? Get filthy rich and pay your taxes. And I mean, it's in a way, he was joking, but on the other hand, he was actually serious about it, because at the end of the day, it's entrepreneurs and small business owners who are going to bring this economy back on track. It's us, you and me, hustling out there, creating a small business. We're creating revenue, we pay our taxes, we're trying to help others to start a business so they can create more revenue, get more employees and things like that. So it's really, we have a huge responsibility here. And if you teach others, you give back to the community, and at the same time you get paid really good money, guys, it's a no-brainer, and we are all experts. If you've been following me and Brian for a while and all the other experts out there, you are an expert. You know more than other people. So anyway, this is my 3-step formula since 4 years, and it helped me to achieve what I think of massive, massive success, considering that I came to this country with zero money, with my past, broken English. I'm really happy with where I am right now. Okay, I always want to grow, because if you're not growing, you're dying. If you look at nature, if a flower is not growing, it's dying. So I always try to be growing. Why? Because I love challenge. I want to grow. If not, I would get bored. What I hate the most is the regular day-by-day living where you get bored and you don't know what to look forward to. So that's why I always try to grow, and that's why I always learn and study new things. I take massive action. I teach others how to do it. I feel good about it. I get paid, and you can do the same thing. Now, real-world info marketing business, okay? How do you create it, and how does it look in action? I'm going to show you a complex setup. I'm going to show you a mind map right now of our business, MBBA, and I try to keep it as simple as possible, but it's not easy because we have a lot of stuff going on. And then I'm going to show you a simple setup, okay, the way I got started. Now, are you guys ready to see a mind map of how our company MBBA LLC is set up, the ins and outs? Please put yes in the chat box. And I'm 32 years old. Maurice was just asking me that. Oh, okay, guys. Yeah, I just got to check in that you guys are still with me here, okay? So I'm going to get out of my PowerPoint here, and I'm going to open up a mind map. It's this one right here, and obviously I think right now on the screen it's too little for you to see it. I just wanted to show you. It's a lot of stuff, and this is the most simple form that I was able to create, okay? We have a lot of stuff going on, so don't get overwhelmed. After this, I'm going to show you how a simple information marketing business can look like. But I promise you I'm going to show you the behind-the-scenes stuff, and that's what you're going to get right now. So I'm going to zoom in here, and you guys let me know if you see this better now. And actually, I'm going to go here down here where it says setup, and we can start with the setup here. And please put yes if you can see my screen more or less okay. Okay, good. Thank you. So, in the middle here we have MBBA, okay? Mario Brown and Brian Anderson LLC. Now, it starts with the setup. So you got to think about, how do you want to be a sole proprietor, which is totally cool when you start out? Do you want to incorporate that type of stuff, okay? You want to think about that. You want to have right now we're working actually, and you guys, look, I started out as an internet marketer living the dream, okay, the dream that they sell you, which means you sit at home, supposedly in your shorts, and you make money. And it is achievable, okay? It's not easy, but it is actually achievable. But I got bored of it, and I want to create a real business, something that I can sell in the future if I want to. So, I'm trying right now, Brian and myself, we're trying right now to step it up to the next level, which is having a real business with a team and structure and things like that, okay? Maybe that's not your goal, and that's okay. I just want to show you what we're up to. So right now we're working on a mission statement, okay, so that everyone in the team knows what MBBA stands for and what we are about. And we're working on core values, okay? Everyone has to share the core values so that we can actually transpire them to our customers. We have to think about the positioning. So when you work on your business setup, you have to think about, how am I special? How am I going to be different than anyone else? Guys, this is the biggest difference in how I was able, and Brian as well, to stand out and to position ourselves as one of the top players in local marketing and teaching local marketing. It's all about unique positioning. What makes you different? So anyway, when you think about creating info products, you're going to have competition. So you have to find a way to be different. Maybe it's your guarantee. Maybe it's that you do live events. Maybe it's your, it could be, like I said, guarantee, money back guarantee. It's the way you present on video. It's the way you dress. Whatever it is, you need something that helps you stand out. So you have to think about that. And of course, you want to, select the niche. Most likely for you, it's local marketing, teaching other people, mobile, SMS, whatever it is. You have to pick a niche, and hopefully you're interested in the niche and passionate about it. So that's the stuff that you have to think about when you set up. One of our projects, of course, the big one. Let's start here. Here, as you can see, we have WSOs, okay? What goes into launching a successful WSO? This is a big important part of our business because this is where we get a lot of our leads, right? And then we want to funnel them into our sales funnel. So you have to think about scheduling. You want to schedule your WSO, so any products that you have, which stands for Warrior Special Offer. You have to manage your joint venture partners. The fastest way to build a list and to make money is if you have joint venture partners that promote you. And the way you do it is you have a solid product, then they're going to promote you. So you want to announce it to them. You want to have a JV contest if possible, if you have the budget. You got to have a JV website where you're going to inform them. Okay, what is the product about? How much commission can they make? What's the sales funnel? What's the upsell? What's the actual offer? Review access, all that type of stuff. So you're going to need a joint venture website. And you need follow-up, which is critical. You got to follow up with the JVs. You got to keep them motivated and engaged, okay? So you have to think about this whole section here. Product creation, of course, is a big one. You want to have a main product, and that's something that you are passionate about. Anything that you learned in the last 6 to 12 months that we taught you or anybody else, this is knowledge that you have. Stop selling yourself short. You are an expert. You know more about something than somebody else. Maybe you haven't implemented yet. That's okay. That's okay, okay? At some point, you are going to implement. You're going to get some results, and you can teach it. If you study something like crazy, you know more about it than others, and you can teach others. That's a fact. So anyway, product creation, members area, you got to have a members area or some way that people, when they purchase something, get your PDF or your video. You got to get them access to that, okay? And again, I cannot teach everything here because all of these, I could, it's an extra webinar. And at the end, again, if you want to, I can teach you everything here in detail. But right now, I'm trying just to give you as much as I can in this short amount of time. Product delivery, how are they getting access to the product? Sales copy, you have to think about sales copy, okay? It has to convert. You want to have a sales page, maybe a sales video letter, whatever it is. So this is one big area of our business, and as you can see, these are just a couple of little things that go into it. This could be a lot more, but, I don't want to overwhelm you too much. Live events. Okay, let's talk about live events real quick. So we do the local marketing summit, we do the mobile marketing summit, and soon we're going to do some live events for online marketing as well, helping you, sharing your message. You have to think about marketing and promotion. How do you get people actually to sign up and fly in and things like that? You have to have a sales page, you want to have a special offer, you want to sell it on webinars, whatever it is. Negotiating with hotels. This is a huge one. If you would know what I've learned in the last couple of months when it comes to negotiating, you can save so much money and you can make it such a great experience for your attendees if you just negotiate. I never negotiated in the past because I didn't know I can. Then I got some training. I bought some training on how to do live events. Now we're getting crazy deals. Free shuttles, free internet for our attendees, free internet in the conference room, cheaper hotel rooms. You can negotiate everything. You have to think about AV, which just means, the audio-visual, camera, photographer, all this stuff. You have to think about that. You have to book speakers. You have to invite speakers. You have to have, again, the AV team. You need a screen. You need loudspeakers, microphones. That all goes into live event. And that's an important part of our business, okay? That's why I'm pointing it out here. It's not necessarily a huge revenue generator, but it helps us to position ourselves as the authority. Let's see, which one do we have right here? Webinar products, that's another important revenue generator for us. Okay, webinar products, $497 to $997 in that price range. The last one we did was Mobile Marketing XT, and every couple of weeks we have a webinar product coming out as long as we have a great content to share with you guys. So you have to think about creating the PowerPoint presentation. You want to see if it's software-based or information-based, your product. You have to recruit joint venture partners, of course. You need a JV broker at some point, potentially. And you have to track your affiliates so that they get their commission. And there's a lot more that goes into that, but I just wanted to show you it here as one of our legs that we have in our business that are important to us. And I'm pointing it out because this right here helps you, again, to build a real sustainable business if you want to teach, because there's many ways in which you can teach your knowledge to people. And I want to show you the different ways here: live events, webinars, WSOs, and so forth and so forth. Just, pointing this out. Now, another big project, of course, that we are most excited about and that's going to get our most attention is Mobile BizBox. I mean, that's huge. I mean, mobile right now is such a hot topic. People are so excited about. Businesses need it. And we want to provide the tools and software and training to make it easy and the most affordable for people to get started with mobile marketing, selling mobile. So, Mobile BizBox alone, I could talk about for 3 hours what goes into running it. But just to give you a slight idea, we have to worry about lead generation. Okay, we want to get more resellers so that we can share our training and our software with more people. So we have to have a professional website. We need, some affiliate tracking. Website means that we need SEO. As you can see here, we need PPC, we need social media, banner ads, and all these things, press releases, Now we're taking it to a whole new level. This is not just working from home in your shorts. Now we're talking about creating a real business. WSOs, creating small, low-end products or free reports for people to get into the funnel. Okay, and of course the training and retention. We want to have ongoing webinar training, marketing materials, lead gen videos, live events. We want to have customer appreciation events for our Mobile BizBox members. We want to have surveys. We want to find out what are we doing right, and more importantly, what are we doing wrong? How can we serve you better? So we're going to have many, many more surveys right now. We want to give love calls. What does that mean? If someone signs up right now, we want to call them up and just ask them, hey, is everything all right? Is everything okay? Did you get your login information? Because no one else is doing this, guys. No other internet marketers do that. So that helps us to be special and to help with retention, right? So that's, just one of the things that we have to be on top of. And that's Mobile BizBox. So now we cover WSOs, Mobile BizBox, live events. You can already tell that we have a lot going on, right? Now here's our team. And, the big thing is when you talk about systems, how in the world do you manage all of this, right? Having so many different projects and, Mobile BizBox and websites and SEO, WSOs, live events, all this stuff, how do you manage all that? You manage that by having a rock star team. Now, here's a basic overview of our team, okay? I'm not getting too detailed here, but I want to show you what it's about. We have myself and Brian here. And we are in charge basically of generating revenue, helping growing Mobile BizBox, and specifically here MBBA. We have to be in charge of growing that. So, and we also want to provide leadership, of course, for our team. And, this is why it's so important that you have systems in place. And again, I don't want to overwhelm you, but, just bear with me here. This is real business talk right now. So you want to have systems that other people can manage all of this stuff here so that we can focus on generating revenue, right? Because once you have a team, you're responsible for them and you're responsible for growing the business. So Maria just recently got on board, who's my wife. She's right now managing a lot of things. She's doing a lot of things with the live events. We brought her on board because Brian and I, we start a lot of new projects, but we need also help managing them. We have Leanne. She's actually right now with us on the webinar. She's helping us a lot with the retention. She's also doing support, but she's also doing project management. So, she's going to help us a lot, helping getting a clear idea of how we can make our customers happy in Mobile BizBox and all the products that we have. Because once you have so many projects at the same time, guys, it's tricky to stay on top of them. That's one of the challenges. We have Jason. Most of you know Jason. He's in charge of IT and support as well, which just means anything technical. When we have a new software, a new plugin, he's the one who learns it first. He implements it, and then he teaches us in a crash course how to do it. If we need scripts and stuff like that, Jason is the man to, who's in charge of that. Tracy's on board right now. She's handling support. She's only focusing on support. We have Vanessa on board right now. She's new. She's helping us with reactivation and follow-up. So she's going to give the love calls. And, when credit cards that get declines and things like that, she's going to help us with that. And then we have Carlos. He's a VA in the Philippines. we brought him on board right now full-time, and he's doing things like creating accounts, setting people up in the software, and, you know, basic support questions. We're training him right now. Now, managing so many people, of course, is a challenge, but that's why I'm giving you this training right now. And if you want to have more detailed on that stuff, how do you manage them? How do you keep them driven and focused? How do you have your team, you know, buy into your mission and things like that? Then we can dive deeper on that as well. Now, but as you can see right now, this is not the typical thing anymore. Like all these internet marketers out there who say they make all this money and they have this fancy business, yeah, right. All they do is they launch WSOs and little products. We're trying to take it to a whole new level. But now we have to actually be knowledgeable about how to run a real business. And then here, in addition to that, you have to support all of this craziness, right? And that was the biggest challenge for us in the last 3 months. We grew so fast because Brian and I were able to focus on revenue generation. We grew so fast that we had issues supporting, especially with Mobile BizBox, because we underestimated how much support it takes to have a software. So we invested recently into a new system that's called Kayako, which is a ticketing system. Before that, we used a free ticketing system that in the training, we're going to show you how to set it up and how it works and how we keep track of our tickets. Because you want to keep track of your VAs and how happy customers with their tickets are. So you got to track it, you got to measure it, you want to make sure everyone gets responded to within 24 hours. And our support is not ideal yet, it's not perfect, but you know what? You have to take imperfect action. We have a support system right now, we have a support team. It's not perfect yet, but you know what? We are getting there. We have a knowledge base that we're working on right now, and we have right now, we're implementing a 0800 number. So a 800 number where people can actually call in and leave us a voicemail, and then we help them out. So that's also another huge important factor of a successful online marketing empire. Now, if I completely overwhelmed you, I apologize, but I needed to show you where you could go with a online marketing business. Now in September, just to let you know, we generated more than $180,000 in September. And of course, you know, don't get me wrong, that was a very, very good month for us. But I'm a driven guy. I want to make at least $100K per month in the future and more. So to do that, we have to have a foundation in place. And hiring the new people here, stepping it up, creating a software business, and stepping it up here with the support, even though it was painful in the last couple of weeks, it's growing pains, it helps us build the foundation to now, in the next 12 months, step it up and get thousands and thousands of new customers. Because here's the problem. Let me give you a lesson. If you right now already struggle to run your business efficiently, you don't want to have 100 more customers. Because all the problems that you have right now in your business, when it comes to support or whatever it is, they're going to multiply with the number of customers that you have. So if you have 100 customers and you already are challenged and you cannot, manage them, and now you get 1,000, you would not be able to handle it. They would get upset. They would post bad things about you, and you would totally lose it. That's why right now, in the last 6 weeks, we focused 100% on these two things here, on the foundation, on the setup, on the support, and on increasing our team. It was painful. Our expenses jumped up like crazy. I mean, crazy. If I would tell you the number of our monthly expenses, you would start crying. It is crazy. But now we have the foundation in place. Now, if I totally overwhelmed you, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you right now a simple business model. Okay, let me check the Q&A here real quick. Don't want to lose you guys. Okay, great. So Antonio just said this is not boring at all. He actually enjoys it. This is real business talk, so I'm happy that you see that way. Now, here is a simple way. You see this? This is much simpler. If you don't want to go to that level where you have a real complex business, you can keep it as simple as this right here. And this is what I did for the first 2 years. So now it's time for you to get excited again, okay? If I zoom in here, your business can be as simple as that. I shared with you my business strategy, info products. I learn and study a topic, I implement massively, I sell products as a WSO or to my list or my customers. And then I grow my list, I build an asset, and I recommend other products to my customer base. First, you have to build the trust, of course. First of all, you have to build a list. Then you have to build the trust, and then you can recommend good products, but you have to do it with integrity. You have to promote stuff that is actually really good and that can help them. Okay, and that way, in this first 1 year, 1.5 actually, of my online marketing career, so to speak, I was able to crack the 10,000 per month level just doing this right here. So, don't get overwhelmed with what I just showed you. You can have it as simple as this right here. You take one method that's working for you to get offline clients, to get mobile clients, whatever it is, one method that you know for Google+, for Facebook, whatever it is. You create a product about it, okay, and you sell it and you build a customer base and then you sell to them again and again. It can be that simple. Did I do that? Yes, I did that. If you look at my very first product that I ever created, it was a product about article marketing. How did I do it? I bought the 4 best training courses on article marketing. I took massive action and I implemented. I submitted hundreds of articles, which was really painful. But you know what? It is pain. Growing is pain sometimes. Getting results is not easy. So I sat down with my broken English, wrote these stupid articles, submitted them, got some traffic, and guess what? I made sales. I got results. And I actually learned some cool stuff because I struggled with some things. I had to overcome them, and I knew other people struggle with the same stuff. So I created my first WSO ever based on the results here, and it made me more than $3,000. And to me, back then, working night shifts in a hotel, $3,000 was the world. It was life-changing for me. And I built a list of 800 people. So I could now follow up with these 800 people and recommend other products to them. And when I had a new product coming out, I could recommend it to them as well. So now I was building an asset. And that brought me here to 10,000 a month. Okay, this is very doable. You can keep your business as simple as this right here. Just taking one of the methods that you learn, one of the things that we teach you that you implement, and you go for it. Same with local marketing. I said, you know what, I want to master local marketing. So I bought the 4 best trainings on it. And back then I bought WSOs from different people. I took massive action, and you know what, I got my first client using Craigslist. And when I met with this client, it was a lawyer. I shared that story before in Miami, actually. I took that mind map that Maria Goudelis was teaching, and I showed it to her on my computer, explaining the different services that I can do for her. So I took action. Then, once I had it on board, I had to, excuse me for that. So, crap, I had to freaking get her results, right? And I didn't know how to do SEO yet, so I had to buy the courses on how to do SEO. So I got her some results eventually. It took a while, but I mastered it. And then I got her on the first page. Guess what I did next? You got it. I created products, membership sites, and more products about how I did it. I taught people how to get clients on Facebook, on Craigslist. I also taught them how I get first page results for my client in Miami. And I made thousands and thousands of dollars teaching simple things that I implemented. It's really that easy. Once I added this to my information marketing business, I was able to grow to 15,000 and more per month because now I had another source of income, right? I had this business model right here, teaching info marketing. Then I had this business right here, getting clients, which was adding more money. Okay, and then I was able to teach more, okay, helping me to increase this. So these go together. You do something in local marketing, and then you teach others how you did it. And that's how you build a business, additional sources of income. And I'm going to show you right now 3 to 4 people who did that exactly the same way I'm teaching it to you, and they have massive results. And most likely you know these guys. So let me jump back to the PowerPoint here. And also to the questions real quick. I just want to make sure you guys are still with me. You still with me? Please put yes in the chat box. Want to make sure I didn't lose you guys. I know it's a lot that I'm covering here, and I'm already over the time, but you know what? My goal right now is in 90 minutes, I want to give you as much content, actionable content that you can use right now like never before. So if you're with me, okay, great, great, great. A lot of people here excited. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep rolling here. I shared my business model. We talked about the complex setup of our business. I showed you the easy way to do it, and it depends what you want to do. Now, the question is, how can you get started today? This is not a webinar, guys, where I'm just going to give you a little bit, a teaser, and then I'm going to sell you something. I'm getting tired of that. I gave you my whole business model. Now I'm going to show you how to get started so you can take action right away today. No questions asked. Today you can take action if you follow what I'm going to show you right now. If you want to go deeper with me Absolutely. I can only teach so much in 1 hour, okay? I'm going to give you an opportunity for that as well. Now, the first thing, of course, you want to select the niche. Now, most likely you are into local marketing. So think about what is it in the world that excites you the most. Is it Google Places? Is it Google Plus? Do you hate Google, but you love mobile? Do you love apps or SMS? Is it social media? Is it social search? Is it Facebook? Is it video marketing? Is it YouTube? Is it, let's see, I think I already mentioned Google Places. I don't know what it is. If you are interested in local marketing, is it lead generation? You know, is it network?
I think Mario dropped off. Well, we can still see his slide. Let me see if he's, looks like he's back in. Looks like he's back in. Mario, you back? No, I'm going to tell him we lost audio. Hang in there, guys. If I could do his accent, I would impersonate him, but that's not possible. Thanks, Darwin. Let me see if I can reach him on the phone. He said this might happen, and maybe he jinxed it. Yeah. Broke the webinar. Let me see if he's back. Farouk says he'll be back. Oh, he's saying he lost the internet. Okay, he's rebooting, so hang in there. Why don't you guys post some questions, and I'll flag them so Mario can answer them at the end. Oh, Tom, didn't I just give it to you? Hang on. You mean like that? Yeah, right, Rick. That's how to keep it to an hour. Just lose internet. Okay, Dennis has a question. Hey, Tom, that's cool. You're welcome. Yeah, Ray. We say Bama in Massachusetts also. Eleni, there will be replay. So if you have to scoot, Mario already did. So you can follow him. Oh, it looks like he's back. Okay, Mario, yep. I took over and kept everyone entertained for a minute while you rebooted.
I knew it's going to happen, guys. I don't know why, but since I'm back from Cancun, every day it happens like once. I hope it's not going to happen again. But great. If you can hear me loud and clear, please put yes in the chat box, and I'm going to jump right into where I left off. Okay, guys. So we were talking about how to get started, okay? And you have to find hold on. Where did it? You have to find your niche that you're interested in. Oh, no. That's where we left off, right? Lost me. Okay, there you go. Find your muse. Yeah. So anyway, mobile, SMS, whatever it is that you're interested in, pick it and think about, you know, what it is, and then stick with it. That's the important thing. Implement a little thing that works for you, and then, you know, teach others how to do it. And I'm going to teach you right now how to do it, actually. The second step is market research, and this is how I do it, guys. Before I started any product, before I started Mobile BizBox, before I did anything in info marketing, I go to the Warrior Forum and to other popular blogs, and I check what people struggle with. So market research doesn't have to be, you know, super fancy. Like, for example, if I would create a product right now about, let's say, local SEO, I would go, and this is literally what I would do, go to the Warrior Forum, go to the offline section or the SEO section or the local SEO section, and I would see what people struggle with. So I would just open different threads, scroll through and see, because people go in there and they say, oh my God, Google Plus is such a pain. I don't know how to set this up, this and that. And if you just scroll through it and you look at what people are asking and what they struggle with, you get a great idea of how you can help them with and what type of product you should create. So if you know that you love SMS marketing and you found a little way, a little technique, whatever it is, to find a client or close a client or whatever it is, you should go to the popular blogs, to the Warrior Forum, whatever it is, look what people struggle with, and then you can make your product even better. And that way you can also find out if there's actually demand for your product right now. So you want to check places like ClickBank, the Warrior Forum, see if people are selling already products in that area. And if yes, it's a good sign that people are spending money on that topic. And, you know, mobile is obviously, it's a hot topic right now. And then you want to see what do people ask and struggle with. That's a great way to get started with that. The next step that you have to take really is to create a product. So there's multiple ways, PDFs, videos. The reason why the first one that I put here is interviews, it's because it's the fastest, easiest way to get started. Look, check this out. Even if you're not an expert in anything, do you know that there's people making millions per year doing nothing but interviewing experts and selling these interviews? It's amazing. There have been so many info marketing products from people, they weren't even experts in that field, but they did find experts and they interviewed them. Audio, Skype, whatever it is, you know, it could be a PDF, it could be an email, a simple interview, you can sell it. So if you're passionate about SMS marketing, you could find 2 or 3 guys who are out there killing it, or 2 or 3 marketers who are out there with great products. You interview them, you put it together as a product, you sell it for $7, for example. I'm just making this price point up. You sell it out there, you get a couple of hundred people to buy it, you build an asset with the list. Now you sell them following my sales funnel idea that I taught you. Now you sell them a mastermind or coaching, whatever it is, and you will be on your way to creating an online marketing empire. And again, I share with you in a second a couple of people like you and me, regular people who did just that in the last couple of weeks. Now, once you have the product created, could be an interview, PDF, whatever it is, you want to create the copy. You either can hire a copywriter, or you can, if you want to, you can learn yourself how to create a video sales letter. You can learn yourself how to write copy. That's how I did it, guys. I was on a shoestring budget when I got started, so I bought guess what? I bought the 4 best products on copywriting, so I learned it myself. And if you have the money, if you have a budget, just hire it out. Hire a copywriter, hire someone to do it, okay? If you're not passionate about it, you shouldn't be doing it. If you don't have the budget, just do it yourself. When I did my first WSO, I didn't know a lot about copywriting, but the book that I bought about it told me, you know, if you don't know what you do, at least share a good story. So I shared my personal story about Ecuador and how this was my very first product ever and that it's done perfect, and people loved it. But long story short, you need to have a copy, because now that you have your product, you did the market research, you selected a niche. Now you obviously have to have, a landing page or something where people can read more about it, where you can sell it to them. So that's the next step, okay? Then what you need is traffic. Okay, now that you have your product ready, you have copy there, you have a landing page or a sales page, now you actually have to get eyeballs. So joint venture partners is the first one that I mentioned here because it's the fastest way to the cash. My coach always tells me, and he asks me when I don't know, when I'm indecisive, he asks me, what's the fastest way to the cash helping your customers right now? So if you want to get started, the fastest way to get traffic is usually joint venture partners. Because think about it. Joint venture partners already did all the hard work. They did all the marketing. They created a product. They have a database of customers. They built the trust with them. All the hard work, they already did it. Now all you have to do is get them to promote your product to them, to endorse you or your product to their database. Now you can leverage all the hard work that they did. It's the fastest way by far to build an online marketing business. Is it perfect? No. Why not? Because you're going to be dependent on joint venture partner. If you don't build a membership site or recurring or mastermind or whatever, you're going to end up being dependent on joint venture partners. You never want to have all your eggs in one basket, right? But it's the fastest way to get started. SEO, pay-per-click, solo ads, ad swaps, banner ads, retargeting. I mean, there's so many ways. Social media, just word of mouth, offline strategies to get traffic. You know, you have to master traffic yourself. I mean, there's no money without traffic, so to speak, okay? And I'm giving you a couple of ideas here. But once you have the product, you have the sales page, you have to create some traffic. And then what you want to do is you want to follow up. Now that you have traffic and eyeballs going to your offer, you're actually going to make some sales. And it's an amazing feeling. Because now, once you make the sales, you have additional source of income, which is awesome. I'm a huge believer in additional source of income. That's why we have so many projects, right? The trick is to only focus at one project, one income source at a time. That's the secret. It's multitasking is a myth. It doesn't work. Your brain can only focus on one thing. Okay, Ryan Anderson is an exception. I don't know how the world he does it. Okay, there's always an exception to the rule. But in general, it's not a good thing. You want to focus on one thing at a time. So you can have multiple projects, but make sure you schedule your day, you structure your day, that every hour you just work on one project or 2 hours. And I'm going to talk more about time management. Now, this right here is a great start for creating an online marketing business. Selling your knowledge as a local marketer or whatever your specialty is to others. Now, creating a real business is this right here. Systemizing and automating the process to create a real sustainable business. Everything that I shared with you so far, the sales funnel and everything that you see here, how to get started, is great. Is it easy? No. Does it take time and sweat and blood? Yes. But it's a great way to start making money. Now, to make it a real sustainable business, you have to automate it and systemize it as much as you can. Now we're talking about building an empire, okay? And then the second thing to making it an empire and sustainable is creating recurring revenue. That's the secret. You have to create recurring revenue. It could either be software, you can hire a developer, it could just be info marketing. You know, it could be just a membership site where you just teach people. It could be a membership site, check this out, where you just interview people. You don't even have to do work. You just interview one person per month and you charge for that recurring. It could be masterminds, coaching groups. It could be your offline clients, you know. Instead of just having a one-time thing, you pay them monthly for maintenance or for consultation or to go in there and, you know, work with them one-on-one. Whatever it is, you have to work on recurring income. It's a must. Now we're talking about creating a real sustainable business. And again, this is applicable for everything, but especially for information marketing. Because if you don't do anything but creating products, that's not a business. That's not sustainable, because once you start and you stop creating products, there's no money coming in anymore, right? It's the same with if you only sell SMS or apps. If you don't charge monthly, that's it. Once you stop hustling, you don't make any money anymore. That's why you have to have a recurring business model. So systemize it, automate it, and get processes in place, and then build it all on recurring, okay? This is how you want to get started. So the first part that you see here on how to get started is the action steps that you want to take right now. The second part is the strategy, okay, that has to be behind it. So while you create your product, while you think about traffic, while you create the copy, you want to have in the back of your mind that it's all going to be funneling people into your sales funnel that I taught you about today, okay? Funneling them into your membership site. This is how you build a real business, okay? I don't care what all the other guys teach with you. Don't look at what people say. Look at what people do. There are so many marketers out there teaching you, blah, 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 you know, you have to do this and that. But if you look at what they do, all they do is freaking launch after launch after launch. They don't even have a sustainable business. You have to look at what people do. Software company, membership sites, okay? Masterminds, live events, a team. That's a real business, okay? And that's where we're going right now. That's what we're working on. And we want to teach you how to do the same. But you have to start out with the first step in the right direction. Now, I want to share with you some case studies, people who did that recently. Some of them you might even know. First case study is Daryl Eves. He's a guy like you and me living in Utah. And here on the, let me grab the pen here real quick. He's sitting right here, as you can see where the arrow is. This is our first local marketing summit in Atlanta 2 years ago. We had 50 people there. He was at every event that we did. He learned about local marketing. He took massive action like crazy. And right now, 4 weeks ago in Vegas, he was actually on our expert panel. He's right here, and he was a speaker as well. But here's the cool thing. He learned about mobile marketing, and he specifically focused on videos. All right, he focused on video marketing. Then the next step is he took imperfect action. He took massive action. He got results for his clients. So he worked and worked, he got results, he got more clients, and then we introduced him to the idea of having info products. Daryl, why don't you take the knowledge that you have, put it into a product, and share it with the community? Give back to the community, teach them, and at the same time, you create another source of income. And he was like, you know what, that's exactly what I'm going to do. He took action. He started teaching his tricks, or, not his tricks, but his methods for video marketing 2 months ago. This is his product. You might have seen it. We promoted it for him because it was a great product. We knew he's an action taker, and the result is he made more than $25,000 in addition to what he's making with his local clients. $25,000 in the last 2 months. Okay, just taking some of his methods and taking that extra step and creating a product out of it. Guys, $25,000, that's life-changing money in 2 months. I mean, it's crazy. It's total revenue. Now, I have to be transparent here. Some of the money goes to, of course, to affiliates, and you have also some costs involved. You want to you want to host your videos and things like that. But in general, just taking that extra step from taking some methods from offline and making products out of it, $25,000, are you kidding me? Keep in mind the results are not typical, okay? He's an action taker. You cannot expect the same. You actually have to do massive, massive work and work like a horse as well, okay? I mean, you have to take action. But anyway, Daryl, we are very proud of him. He took that step, and he's making money. Second example is Sid. That's Brian's buddy. He's killing it selling to car dealerships, okay? Automotive. So Brian was like, because most of them are in Atlanta, and Brian was like, and Sid, he didn't have any clue about info marketing, like zero. And Brian was like, hey, look, all the stuff about car dealerships, people right now are interested in that stuff, man. People want to sell mobile and SEO to car dealerships. Why in the world don't you package it into a product? And he was like, oh my God, I didn't even know you can do that. So we gave him some tips. We gave him some of our training, and he took action and created his first product. He started teaching 2 months ago with his product, with the automotive product, right? So here's actually the Facebook group, and it's a little bit hard to see. But here right now, actually, it says that he already has 151 members in his mastermind, in his Facebook mastermind. Sid generated more than $25,000 in the last 2 months, guys, just taking that extra step from going to just helping local businesses to saying, hey, you know what? This might be valuable to other people. Why don't I create a product? Resulted in $25,000 in addition. And again, results are not typical, guys, okay? I just want to make sure you don't expect anything. We got to be all safe here, okay? It takes massive action and all that stuff. Another example is Jeff Smith. You might have seen his products around because he's a massive action taker too. Here you can see him at our event in Fort Lauderdale, actually. But he came to all our events, including the one in Atlanta. And the cool story is this, guys. In Atlanta, he was in the audience, and he listened to a friend of mine, Josh Boxer. Josh Boxer was having a presentation about how to help doctors with SEO. And he talked about the power of focusing on only one industry. So Jeff got really inspired. He took action. Okay, and then what happened is he focused his local marketing efforts on doctors specifically. It took him a couple of weeks and months, but sure enough, taking imperfect action, he got one after another client. And then we told him, Jeff, why don't you take your knowledge and teach other people how to do it? It doesn't have to be a complex process. Just teach them little methods. People would love to learn that stuff, man. And he was like, you know what, let's do it. So he took action. He started teaching 6 months ago, and the crazy thing is he has generated more than $140,000, guys. $140,000 in 6 months. Teaching the stuff that he did anyway, day by day, teaching it now. And here you can see his banner, Medical Marketing Mastery. He's rebranding it. You can see him here actually on our expert panel in Las Vegas. And he was also actually speaking. So one thing we do for massive action takers is, we want to, of course, reward them and put them on our stage. Now, you see here Jack Mize. You see, you know, Robert here, all these people, they started with local marketing, Brian Anderson, Dave Musheri here, he's killing it right now, also creating info products. Costas, all these people started with local marketing and then started selling their knowledge to other people, creating, you know, some of them are millionaires right now, creating massive, massive businesses. And if, you know, again, results are not typical. If you need more examples, some of the people you know, Rob Actis, check this out. Rob Actis is a very successful voice-over talent. And, you know, he had that insight like, hey, I'm having these talents, you know, I have this business here, but I could actually help local businesses and I could teach other people and leverage my knowledge. Okay, and then he started creating info products, now making thousands of dollars with info products. James Pate created a plugin to help his local clients with rich snippets. And I don't even know how it exactly works, but he helped them with his plugin. So he created a product about teaching other people how to do the same. It resulted in products creating for him multiple thousands of dollars. Long story short, creating multiple sources of income. It works like a charm. You just have to change your mindset. Valerie Duval, she came to our events. She's implementing, she's taking action, and now she started creating info products, teaching people a simple lead gen strategy that she discovered that's working for her. So she's using these dual videos to get their attention and then sell people SMS, and she's teaching other people how to do it. She also added an additional source of income that's generating thousands for her every month. So I could go on and on and on. There's so many people out there who did local marketing and now they take their knowledge and they share it. And we're already hitting the 90-minute mark, so I really have to move on because I'm really, you know, I want to be mindful of your time. And again, results are not typical. Of course, you know, Brian and myself, Brian got started with, he got started like 12, 14 years ago, and he had his first info product was actually the Google Places cheat sheet. Maybe some of you remember that. It was an amazing product. He took imperfect action. It was not nice, it was not fancy, it was not branded, but it was good content. So he learned about me as well. We teamed up. I taught him a couple of tricks, and now, you know, look at where he has grown. I mean, myself coming to this country 5 years ago, broke in English, and now look at this. This is right here is the Local Marketing Summit. 120 people coming, flying in, okay, listening and learning from somebody who came to this country just 5 years ago. If I can do it, you can do it. Maria Godelis right here, the rock stars here, you know, you got Brian here, and Brett Spencer here, a lot of people, Jeff Smith, Ken Santucci right here. This guy is passionate about mobile and passionate about QR codes. Guess what? He learned about info marketing. He created a WSO, a low-ticket product, okay, about QR codes. People loved it. He built a list of like 2,000 people. Now he's recommending products to them. He created a software with his son. Okay, and he's making a lot of money right now teaching other people his knowledge. This stuff works. We created Mobile BizBox, we created Offline Renegades, the live events, and we have more and more products coming. Now, to take it, you know, our time is basically almost up here, guys. I try to teach you as much as I can. I want to get into more detail, though. If you guys are interested in going deeper and exactly learning how to manage your staff, your team, how to set up a real online empire, I want to introduce you real quick to Online Marketing MBA. I want to show you what's included, and you can check out if it's for you. So in module number 1, what I'm going to teach you is mindset. And I have to teach you mindset. We're going to talk about how to master your mind, confidence, how to get rid of limiting beliefs, how to take massive imperfect action, how to create a success environment for yourself, and how to know your numbers. The 95-5 rule. It's not 80-20 anymore, guys. If you want to succeed, it's a 95-5 rule. I'm going to teach you that in detail, okay, in module number 1. Module number 2, we're going to talk about your business setup. You need to have a vision for your business, and you have to have a plan how to get there. Then we're going to talk about how to set it up specifically and how to plan your online marketing. Specifically, how to set up your sales funnel, how to systemize it, how to automate it. We're going to strategize how to create a sustainable online business, okay? And we're going to talk about the tools that you need. And you know, I don't want you to invest in anything expensive, but there's some basic tools like an autoresponder, like basic knowledge in WordPress and, you know, support ticket system and things like that. Basic tools that we're going to teach you how to use them, where to find them, and where to get them for free or paid versions. Module number 3, we're going to talk about the Holy Grail, customer service and support. And look, if you're on this webinar, you know our support is not perfect, but it's improving. And I want to teach you how to set up a perfect or an ideal support system that we are working right now on, but I want to show you how we stepped it up with our support system. So how do you create great customer service? How do you keep retention up? How do you, avoid refunds and things like that? How do you track and measure support tickets? How do you track your team? How do they do with tickets? And how do you set up your own ticket system? We're going to show you, Jason's going to show you how to set up a free system. The one, he's going to show you how our system works, and he's going to show you our new system, Kayako, that we're using right now. So if you want to get a behind-the-scenes look of a real support system for a real business with hundreds and hundreds of customers, this might be for you. In module number 4, we're going to talk about managing your team and managing your virtual assistants. I know this is a big one for a lot of people. Having a team of people, or if you don't have it yet, you will. If you take action and you create a business, you will need a team because you can't do it all yourself. So where do you find virtual assistants and how do you find them? How do you manage them? How do you track them? Okay, how do you get them on board with your vision? How do you, keep them more efficient? And more importantly, how do you train them? We are right now working on a training center for our new VAs. How do you set them up? How do you structure that? How do you manage them? How do you deal with the time zone? Which project management tools should you use? All that stuff I'm going to cover in module number 4. Module number 5 is project management. You saw what we have going on in MBBA, right? Like live events, mobile BizBox. We got the WSOs, we got the webinar products, we got support, we have our team, we have our business setup, we have all these, SEO, pay-per-click, retargeting. It's crazy. How in the world do you manage so many projects and still actually enjoy your life? Some of you guys have a full-time job, right? Some of you guys have children, family. How do you manage all of this and still grow your business while you actually have fun? So we're going to talk about evaluation, evaluating opportunities, and termination. You have to get rid of certain projects. You have to really prioritize your opportunities. You have to create processes, core values, job descriptions, status reports that your team has to give to you. You have to measure the results, and you have to learn how to handle multiple projects. Look, guys, this is not a sexy topic, okay? Usually, trust me, I would not teach that. I swear to God, I would not teach it. But when I surveyed you guys, you told me the number one thing that you want to learn is this stuff. Systems, automation, how to manage people, and things like that. So that's exactly what I'm going to give you in Online Marketing MBA. Module number 6 is recurring income, building a real business. So what that means is we're going to focus on recurring business. How do you set up membership sites and how do you market them? It's cool to have an idea for recurring income, but how in the world do you get people to sign up, right? Should it be information that you sell or should it be software? Should it be a mastermind or should it be a membership site where people sign up and they get access to? Should it be a newsletter? You can create simple recurring income by just having a simple newsletter. So how do you set it up? How do you plan it? How do you market it? And how do you actually generate revenue with it? This is exactly what we cover in module number 6. If you don't have recurring, guys, you don't have a business, period. Module number 7, time management / productivity. We're going to talk about keeping your agenda number 1. If you wake up and you open emails, you answer the phone, what happens is you're responding to other people's agendas. Whatever email it is that you get, it's someone else's agenda. You have to understand that it's not your agenda. Your agenda is to grow your business and improve your life and make money so that you can help your loved ones and live your dreams. That's your agenda. Anything else is someone else's agenda. If you don't learn how to manage your agenda and to prioritize it, you will never ever get results because you're going to be distracted and all over the place all the time. And I know that because I'm talking from experience. I'm still struggling with it myself, guys. But you know what? I'm working on it. I'm getting better. I want to teach you how to do that. We're going to talk about hardcore accountability for your team, but also for yourself. Mario, how do you hold yourself accountable? I'm going to teach you that. Daily rituals that I use to stay on track and motivated, and nifty tools to focus and to increase your productivity and your focus. Module number 8, and this is the last module, is a Q&A that we have, a huge one where you can ask us any question. But here's the cool thing. A new thing that we implement in our business right now, and I want to teach you to do the same, is we're going to survey our customers all the time. Before the product and after the product, we're going to survey. So what's going to happen is, now that you decided to get on board, the first thing when you log in is actually going to have a survey where you're going to tell me what it is that you want to hear about more, what it is that you're excited about, and what we can do better. So we're going to have a survey, we're going to listen to your feedback, and according to your feedback, we're going to customize the training for you. So at the end of the 8 modules, if there's something that you still don't understand or something else that you want in addition, we're going to have it in the survey, and we're going to create it and customize it to your feedback. All right, so this is module number 8. Now, if I put them all up, each of them has a $500 value. It's 8 modules. That comes up to a $3,976 value, real world value. I believe, if you just take one module here and you actually implement it, it's going to make you a lot more than $497. But either way, it's $4,000 total. But if you guys act today, it's not even going to be close to that. Just go to onlinerenegades.net/go, and you can have it for a fraction of that. And we keep this right now to 35 people. We're going to keep it a small group because I want to give people personal attention on the webinar as much as I can. So go to onlinerenegades.net/go, and I'm going to help you build an online empire from scratch, because that's what I'm best at. That's my passion, and I love teaching it. With that being said, Leanne, please go ahead and post that link in the chat box. So you guys will see a link in just a second in the chat box. You can click on that, you can sign up, and you can be one of the first 35. And in the members area, you will have a survey. Please fill it out, and I'm going to customize the training to you. If you're an Offline Renegades member, please log into your members area for a very special discount. If you're a Mobile BizBox member, please log into your members area for a very special discount for you too. And, that's for full Mobile BizBox members. So check your members area. For anyone else right now, guys, I hope you learned a lot on this webinar. This is some of the best stuff that I have ever taught. This is a no BS approach to running a online business, taking your knowledge, most likely it's local marketing because you're on this webinar, and teaching it, creating another source of income. Okay, and I believe this is worth at least $10,000, but you can have it for a fraction. Just go to onlinerenegades.net/go. Now, what's a good webinar without any bonuses, right? For the first 10, and I can easily track the first 10 because in PayPal I'm going to see who the first 10 are. We're going to have a private mastermind session with Brian and myself where you get one-on-one attention actually. So this is extremely small group. It's going to be on webinars or on the phone, whatever you prefer. We're going to split the 10 people in 2 groups of 5. So we're going to have 2 mastermind sessions with only 5 people where we're going to work on your business. You can ask us anything, and we're going to help you create your business plan for your online marketing empire, teaching other people your knowledge. That's for the first 10 people. And if you're watching this on a replay, don't worry, we reserved another 5 spots for people who couldn't watch the call live. There's always people who have to work, time difference, we understand that. So if you're watching this as a replay, there's an extra 5 spots for you guys reserved. Now I'm going to jump in just a moment into the Q&A session. I hope you guys got excited. I hope you learned a lot. The sales funnel, guys, please, I hope you took notes. If it was too fast for you, please watch the replay. Everything is based on having a strategy, a plan, and a sales funnel. So before we jump in the Q&A, and Leanne, I hope you can help me with that. Just real quick, I saw a question already about guarantee. You guys know it. With us, there's a full money back, unconditional, no questions asked guarantee. If you don't like it, you don't love it, just let us know. We refund you your money right away. That means you can test drive the system. You can check out all the tools. You can go through the modules. And if you don't like it, just tell us and you get your money back. onlinerenegades.net/go. So when you log in, guys, now that you decided that you're on board, there's a quick video, watch it, and then tomorrow at 1 p.m. is already module number 1, okay? Now this training, guys, as I told you, I'm an honest guy, okay, is going to be part of our sales funnel later on. So very fast, we're going to move very fast. Almost every day I'm going to have a webinar teaching you how to build your online empire. It starts tomorrow already at 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you can't make it, I understand. And we're going to record it and upload it. Besides that, the members area is skinny. Okay, I didn't upload a million bonuses. I want you to focus only on this right now, only on learning online marketing, how to build your empire. With that being said, Leanne, if you don't mind, can you jump into the Q&A for me? And I'll open it up myself. And if you guys have any questions about the course, the timing, recordings, anything that I taught, sales funnel, I'm going to stick around and help you guys here. So let's see. And can you guys still hear me? Just please, yes, in the chat box. Just okay, I still have internet. That's good. Let me go back to full screen here. Now I got the questions open. Just have to make this a little bit bigger. Guys, I'm just fighting here a little bit with GoToWebinar. I want to make sure I can read all your questions. Leanne, are you here?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, if you want to, you can throw also some questions at me right now because I don't see them all.
Marco had asked, what are the best products in your opinion about copywriting?
Wow, you know what? That's a good question. My response to that is you can save a lot of money if you get books. So, I invested $2,000 in Mass Control because, they did a great job launching it, right? So I invested $2,000. I went to a live event just to learn that all the strategies that Frank Kern was teaching, I could have found them in 2 books, which one of them is cash advertising, and the other one is influence. Okay, it's called Influence. If you get just these 2 books, Cash Advertising and Influence, you can save your money, the $2,000 for Frank Kern's Mass Control. And don't get me wrong, Frank Kern's Mass Control is amazing. But if you want to learn how to influence people, these 2 books will do it. So talking about copywriting, I recommend that you go to Amazon. That's always what I do. And you look for books for copywriting and you sort by reviews. So whichever book it is that has the best, most amazing reviews on Amazon, usually you can trust it. And I would start there. Dan Kennedy has a pretty good book on copywriting. I would have to check my wish list real quick on Amazon. But if you want more information on that, on a webinar inside of the training, we can talk more about that. And again, if you're Offline Renegades or Mobile BizBox, just go into the members area and you will see a discount link there if you're a full member. And Dr. Jan said, I'm in after Las Vegas, who wouldn't be? Thank you so much. If everyone who signed up already, congratulations, and I'm looking forward to helping you with your online empire. Let's see. And Antonio said, excellent presentation. Thank you so much.
Mario, there's a question from Dennis. He asked, what was the most effective way you found to start your list?
The most effective way, I guess if you start from scratch and you don't have any knowledge yet, what I did personally is I actually went to the Warrior Forum because, the reason why I always refer back to the Warrior Forum is because that's where I got my start. So what the best way to do, because there's so much traffic, they have more than 500,000 members. I would start contributing there, finding your niche, something that you're passionate about and making good posts there with a signature. In your signature, you want to have a link to a free report or something like that where you can start building your list. After that, I would create a low-ticket product and I would sell it with 100% commission. Most people are afraid of that. But the fastest way to build a list is to create a killer product, give it away for cheap, and give away all the commission because affiliates going to promote it like crazy. It works like a charm. What else do you have for me, Leanne?
Well, I don't even know if I can do this justice, but Maurice said, Hey Mario, we will log aus Deutschland nehmen an diesem Webinar teil, bist du es? Manchmal danke, ich bin der Ginzigi. Something like that.
Oh, okay. I think I got to read that myself.
Okay.
I understood like 20% of it, though.
Sue asked, do you consider your outsourcers part of your team?
My outsourcers, in a way, when it comes to SEO and building links for clients and things like that, I'm still a big fan of using outsourcers, so people that wouldn't, how can I answer it? Actually, no, I wouldn't consider them part of my key team, let's put it that way. I would consider it more something that my team is managing. So if there's services out there that provide SEO services, backlinks, or whatever it is, getting you Facebook likes or something like that, I would consider it something that I want to have help from my team managing them. So, my team, personally, I consider the people that I showed you in this presentation, but I expect them to actually use these outsourcers. So in a weird way, they're part of the team, but not really. They're more service providers. I would more call them service providers. I hope that answers it.
Okay, and I think it was Dennis had asked. He just wanted to know what the mind map software you used was.
That was on the Mac, and it's called MindNode, MindNode. And the one for PC, I think, Leanne, you know which one it is, right? Isn't it? There's a popular one that's free.
MindJet is one of them.
I think MindJet, yeah.
And then someone had asked way back when, I think it was Jean, had asked about translating that funnel to offline. So what would be a low-level product for offline and then farther down the funnel?
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit, but if you want to, you can absolutely apply it. Now, think about it. If you try to get local clients, for example, it's going to be tough if you're going to right away charge $1,000, right? So when you do your prospecting, you can try to send them to a page where you have a free report to them. You can offer them a brochure. Maybe you have a book that you can give them. Whatever it is that you have that has value, that educates them a little bit, is called education-based selling. You want to give it to them. And that would be your low entry point, talking about the sales funnel, right? You build some trust, you give some value. Some people, they are so aggressive, they offer work for free. They would work for you for a month or so for free, show you some results, just to get them on board, to get them in your sales funnel. Then the next step is you sell them something. Could be like a fan page or whatever it is for $297, $397, or if you're into mobile, you sell them a text message campaign or whatever it is. Then you sell them local SEO for $1,000 per month. So you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into your sales funnel. Now the SEO needs maintenance, right? So you want to be recurring. So now you can charge $500 or $1,000 recurring. Again, going deeper in your sales funnel. And then, if you want to, you can sell consultation. You can do a one-hour phone consultation with them per month or whatever it is. And if you want to, you can have local events where you invite a bunch of lawyers or dentists to a Chamber of Commerce meeting and you present something. So that would be also your sales funnel. So that's, Leanne, how I would, create a sales funnel for local marketing. Let's see here. And regarding the times for the training, again, it starts already tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep in mind tonight is going to be a time change. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to move fast and aggressively because I want to get you guys started as soon as possible. I know that all of you guys are experts and all of you have something to share. So we're going to move really fast. And usually the webinar is going to be around, I think, between 2 and 4 p.m. in the afternoon and sometimes in the evening. So we mix it up for the different people who live in different time zones. And it's 8 modules. It's based on what you guys tell us in the survey. And then if there's still things unclear, we're going to have extra modules. Absolutely. Let's see.
Mario Jason had asked, does JV mean affiliates?
Yeah, joint venture partners / affiliates. Yep, absolutely. And WSO was standing for Warrior Special Offer. So I saw Marco here asking, oops, hold on. What are the tools and templates you are writing about in your presentation? Oh, Marco, so basically, you will find out inside of the training right now, but seriously, basically, for support, we use a tool for project management, to talk with our team. We use Skype, and we use it in a special way with different groups. We use spreadsheets to keep track of our virtual assistant. Carlos in the Philippines. We use join.me to share screens with the whole team if we have to demonstrate something. So that's the type of tools that we use, and most of them are free or very inexpensive, but a lot of people don't know about them. They just use them for other things, but we use them actually for project management and managing our team. So that's the type of things, little nifty tools that everyone has access to, like join.me, Skype, and things like that, that you can use to be more productive and more efficient in your business and with your team. Let's see.
Some people are asking if the first 10 spots are gone. I don't know. And
I also don't know. I would have to check, but I can't because I got to show you guys the screen here and I got to answer the questions. But I see exactly who the first 10 people are, so I think there might still be a good chance. If you're on the fence, just jump in and let me know when you're inside, and we can tell you if you're one of the first 10.
Antonio had asked, would you recommend wrapping a service in a product?
Wrapping a service into a product? Yes, it depends. Please clarify exactly what you mean, but yeah, why not? Mobile BizBox is definitely a service, and we're using products right now for lead generation, but at some point we're going to try to sell it as a product. But if you clarify exactly what you mean by selling a service as a product, I'll let you know what I think. But it sounds like a great idea to me. I don't have a problem with it. It has to make sense, of course, with your business model.
Other than that, you've touched on all the questions, or you've answered them all.
Okay, awesome. Then let me click this one away. Again, here was someone about the guarantee. Absolutely, 30 days, no questions asked. Jump on board, and you can, look at a couple of modules. You can check it out, and if you don't like it, just let us know. But we take all the risk, and there's no risk on you whatsoever. Check it out if you're on the fence, and if you're interested in taking reels, mobile, or any topic. It doesn't even have to be local marketing, and you want to make an extra money with that, like Daryl and Jeff and Valerie and James Pate and Rob Actis, then I think this will be very, very beneficial for you. And once we plug this into our sales funnel, guys, we're going to make this a $1,000 training because no one else is teaching this. Everyone is just teaching you how to launch WSOs and how to, this little technique and this little technique. Who's really out there teaching you how to create an empire, a real business based on systems, structure, automation, and recurring business, recurring revenue streams? There's no one out there. So we know that this is going to have a very, very high perceived value because it's really what people need. What people do is they sell people what they want, so they sell them make money stuff and all these things, but usually you want to give people what they need, and that's structure, mindset, and systems. And according to the survey that you guys showed me, that's the number one thing that that you wanted me to teach. Let's see. And again, yep, for the first 10 people, we have the private mastermind. It's 10 people plus 5 from the replay. If you watch this replay, and we're going to split it in groups of 5. And so it's going to be a very, very small group, and you're going to get personal attention from me and Brian, and we're going to help you strategize your business plan for 2013 and for the next couple of weeks. So it's as good as one-on-one coaching. And our one-on-one coaching and our platinum group is $15,000. So you're getting quite a deal here. And let's see if there's something else that I could explain better. Here's the modules. I saw a couple of people joined late. I'm not going to go through each module again in detail, but if you joined late, this is the modules that we have. Mindset, it's a must, guys. I'm passionate about it. I must teach it to you because I know it makes the biggest difference. Online empire setup. Should you incorporate? Should you not? How do you strategize your business, your sales funnel? That type of stuff is in module number 2. In module number 3, hold on, I'm going to mute. Where's the attendee list? I was about to mute you, Leanne, because you are very busy typing there, and I love it.
Oh, you can hear me, right? Oh, you can hear me, right. Sorry.
Yeah, oh, no problem. That's cool. So, in module number 3, then we talk about customer service, because if you really want to be different, if you really want to be unique, you want to shine with amazing customer service. Look, the easiest way, let me teach you a lesson here, the easiest way for competitors to compete with you or to beat you is on pricing. You never want to be the cheapest, okay, because it's the easiest one for competitors to imitate you, okay, to compete with you, because they just have to lower their pricing. It's the easiest one. Now, the toughest one to compete with you is if you have exceptional customer service. And why is it the toughest one? Because it's hard work. It takes systems and structure to have amazing customer service, and it's hard for competitors to compete with you if you have amazing service. So that's where you want to pay attention. We're going to talk about how to create customer service. Our customer service is not perfect. We know that we had growing pains, but right now, if you would have seen what we did in the last 6 weeks, this is the main thing that we focus on, because we know if we have amazing customer service, we're going to stand out big time. Module number 4, team management. Efficient way to structure your team, how they work, project management, how to have an efficient way to streamline the processes and have them all buy into your mission and your goals. That's what we're going to cover in module number 4. How do you find VAs? Where do you find them? How do you train them? Things like that. Yeah, that's another, again, things that no one's teaching really for internet marketers. And module number 5 is project management processes. Which processes do you really need? Which one should you definitely terminate and not even worry about it? Okay, which tools do we use for project management? I talked about Skype, there's Basecamp, and a lot of different things. Some of them are complicated. I'm going to show you the easiest one because we like easy. Module number 6 is recurring income. Creating a real business means that you have to have recurring income. Doesn't matter if it's offline, online, I don't care what it is. If you only have a business that's based on one-time transaction, that to me is not a real business. Because once you stop hustling, you don't have any money anymore coming in. If you have recurring, you have the peace of mind knowing next month, you're going to be fine. Module number 7, time management, productivity, daily things that Brian, and our team does to stay on track, stay productive, stay motivated, time management tricks, how to keep your agenda number 1. And in module number 8, again, customized training and Q&A sessions. We have a survey for you. We need you to fill it out. And according to your survey, we're going to structure the training actually. So there's going to be multiples. For example, before we go into team management, I'm going to survey you and ask you what are the things that you want to know actually about team management. What do you struggle with? What is it that you're excited about? That way I know exactly how to customize it and structure training that it works best for you. So module number 8 is an opportunity for you to be involved in our training in an interactive way, and we're going to have Q&A sessions for you as well. It's 4K, and if you act today, again, for the first 35 people, you can have it for under $200. It's one heck of a steal. Just go to onlinerenegades.net/go. With that being said, let's see if we had a couple more questions. All right, a lot of people here sign up. Congratulations. And on Sunday, yes. The first one, Ryan, is going to be on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep in mind we're changing the time. Dr. Simpson just said, was the first one. Awesome, congratulations. Let's see. Marco is asking if you want to build a small affiliate business, is it also legitimate to go for the purpose of the whole course? Yeah, absolutely, Marco. Look, maybe the whole showcasing of MBBA was a little bit intimidating, but I just wanted to show you what's possible. And we are not even close to our potential. I have huge goals, but it might have been overwhelming for some people on this call. If you want to go small, and you want to do what I did in the first 2 years, getting your business to 10 to 15,000 a month, just creating simple products and keeping things very simple, then absolutely we're going to teach you that as well. But we're also going to teach you how to take it to the next level. So it's as well for newbies as experienced people. I think it's especially also good for experienced people who struggle with teams and team management, things like that. Let's see. The webinars are all going to be recorded, absolutely. And usually, right now we're getting really good with the recording. So usually within 24 hours you have the recording up, so you can watch it actually at your own convenience. So if you can't make the live webinar, I understand. Life happens, time difference, and things like that. Absolutely, everything's going to be recorded and uploaded within 24 hours. Oh, and then actually someone was asking, will all the webinars be on Sunday? Absolutely not. I don't like it when when someone spreads out the training out of like 4 weeks, 5, 6, 7 weeks. No, we're gonna have most likely each webinar every other day. So they're not just going to be on Sundays, not at all actually. I want you guys to get up and running as fast as possible. Let's see. And hey guys, everyone, thanks for the great feedback and comments about my family and how life changed. And I appreciate all the comments. It means a lot to me. And also the feedback regarding the presentation. Really happy to see that a lot of you got inspired here and some good ideas for your business, either local or online marketing. Dennis said, yeah, Dennis, Leanne is helping you out there. Marco, about the first 10, I will let you know very soon. I had no chance to check it or log in because I'm here on the webinar, of course, but I'll do that right away, and I'm going to notify the first 10 people. And again, if you watch this on a replay, we have 5 spots reserved for people who couldn't watch it live. And if any of you had any issues right now with the sign-up or you have more questions, please go to mbbasupport.com, mbbasupport.com, and let us know what it is. And if you had any problems signing up or login information, we can send you the login information right away. Or if you had issues with the payment, whatever it is, we are here to help you. Let's see, we have that covered too. Yep, it starts tomorrow, Sunday, 1 p.m. EST. So instead of football, please stop by and get started with the mindset stuff. But it looks like we answered most of the questions. Let me go back to the beginning when I was teaching the sales funnel. And Doc, hey Doc, that's a huge question that you asked at the beginning. I got to tackle that a little later. Let me find some shorter ones first. Yeah, and Maurice said, I showed you basically, you guys, how we got you guys into our sales funnel. And that's the whole point. Look, we can teach stuff that people dream up in the basement and they just come up with stuff, or we can teach you real world stuff that's working right now. Look, my mentor is always telling me this: if you want to learn from somebody, you should learn from someone who has been there, done that, but more importantly, is still doing it. That's the big difference. Being there and done that, that's great, but if people are not in the trenches anymore, they don't know what's going on right now. So if I teach you sales funnel, managing a team, project management, time management, all these things, that's stuff that I'm doing right now on a daily basis when all our team is involved in it. So everything I teach you right now is based on day-to-day as of today. All right, so if you learn from someone, take someone who's been doing it, who's done it, he's had results, and who's still doing it. That's a big lesson that I had recently. How do you come up with product ideas? Margaret is asking. You know what? First of all, think about, what do you like? I mean, what is it? Who do you follow? What products do you buy? What are you passionate about? What is it that you're interested in? And start there. What are some things that or that you're interested in? And start with that stuff, because if it comes easy to you, it's going to be easier for you to teach it and to create products about it. So that's where I would start. And then market research, I would go to the blogs, to the Waterform, and see what people struggle with. It's always a good idea if you create a product about something where you heard that people struggle with it, okay? If someone has an urgent problem and you can solve it, that's a moneymaker. If someone is passionate about a hobby, that's a moneymaker. If there's a really hot topic, like right now mobile apps or mobile websites or mobile in general, that's a moneymaker. So that's how you come up with product ideas. Let's see. Some of the basic stuff I answered. And Barbara said, super value webinar already. Thank you so much. Okay, and then let me scroll down again. So it looks like we covered most of them, and I just saw that it's already 4. Wow. Complete marketing program. Yep. Okay, Doug, thank you. And Marco, thanks. I'm reading yours in German right now. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, and yep, it starts tomorrow. So it looks like we covered all the questions. Thank you guys so much. If you have any questions or I didn't answer it, please put it right now. I'm going to stick around for 1 more minute. Put it right now in the chat box if I missed your question. And if you're on board, congratulations. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you starting tomorrow, working on your offline marketing business. So with that being said, thank you so much, guys, for your time. I know time is the most valuable asset that we have because it's the one thing that we can never get back. So, and again, thanks everyone here who's giving me great feedback. And if you're on board, great. If you're watching the replay, we have 5 spots left. With that being said, as I don't see any more questions, Leanne, thank you so much for helping me out. Everyone on this call, thank you. And I hope you're excited about the new direction. Ryan, actually, just to let you know, is next week. We've been working for a while together with Daryl on a franchise product. I mean, Daryl and Brian, they are crushing it right now with their franchises, and with each franchise, you get multiple locations. So we put together a product around it, which is just going to blow your mind. So Brian is, like I said, going to teach you more about his local marketing business, and I'm going to teach you how to take the knowledge and share it. I hope you guys are excited. That's our new direction right now and in 2013, while growing Mobile BizBox, of course, and making it the only real mobile solution out there. So, and thank you for all the great feedback. That was a funny one. All right, so guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your Saturday, and I see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time for the first training module number 1. And we got to make sure that you're confident, that you have the right mindset, and that you take massive imperfect action. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.